structure structure of organizational features in a group, like organ organization organization organizing a group for further good of the greater people in a structure which actually is, oh my god, organized in all ways, led, organized, and effective. Idea: when forming, let's say, a protest group, a thought group, a government, a side government, a small party of officers, teachers, unions, whatever. Of course, you got a leader, even in the union. You always got somebody leading. But as far as having an organizer, somebody who organizes all the thoughts of the people and feeds it to the leader, helps slow things down if things get out of control, that's usually the organizer. It's very important to have somebody organizing everything. But the idea is, in the structure of having an organizer, a leader, and a group of, let's say, 100, no, let's do less, let's do 20 people. You got 22 people, one organizer, one leader, 20 people, and they're all trying to push women's rights. They all got different ideas. Some of them want women's rights to work, some want women's rights for abortion, some want women's rights for higher wages, some want no discrimination, you know, all different types. Okay? But the leader starts taking money from other areas, and he's not listening to the group as a whole, and they are the leaders, so they're just pushing forward. And the group is not getting results, and they're leaving, and they're losing people, but the other people come, and then they lose a leader, but a new leader takes over that the people don't like. The way to remedy this might be, this is only one of hundreds I have, the organizer is allowed to overrule the leader, meaning that the only purpose of the organizer is to organize the group ideas, try to make them useful, effective, and use the leader as to leading the people into using these ideas that everybody has created. Now, the leader would pretty much lead where the idea is going, what we're doing, and then there'll be other people. But if some other group of 12 people have a great idea and way they're going to do it, and the leader goes no, and that happens time after time after time, and everybody has just had enough, and they want to pick another leader, but the leader says no, the organizer can say, well, 90%, 60% of the people want a new leader. So as the organizer, we're going to have you step down, and Joey's going to be the leader because he's been elected by the people or this group. And if things go well, then we'll keep Joey, and you don't have a say in this because I'm the organizer. I don't get to lead anything. I don't get any choices. My only choices are to organize things for the group, and if the leader needs to be replaced as a group effort. If the group all comes to a large idea that they agree on, but things are not working, the organizer has to help make it work when it comes to the leader's responsibilities and not making them. So the only person that can remove the leader would be the organizer, the guy who just sitting on his ass trying, he doesn't care. Now, the organizer also has to be somebody who is willing to remove himself, and he has no power. His only power is to take group decisions and write them down or pass them down in an order or an orderly fashion, or try to do multiple ideas at once because the leader wants it if there's multiple things that need to be done, or He's to organize everything. But that if the organization that you're getting in is, we need a new leader, 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 then it's up to the organizer to organize that with the leader, which is a very, very difficult power to have. But you can't take over. The organizer can never be the leader or the person making up the ideas. He cannot approve his own ideas. He cannot make any ideas. His job is to just look over information and be like the sideman. And they've already used this many times, and it's no good for large groups. If you're thinking that, oh, that would be great for our no, 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 no. They've already tried that. That's just a king and a what do you call it, in a an advisor. They've had that before. That's basically all this is. But in small organizations, we need the actual smaller advisor to be a person with no actual power and actual no ideas allowed to be made or decisions, except for to remove the leader when necessary and replace it with a chosen another leader. Look for corruption, organize the information, see what's going on. His job is to organize things and make sure it doesn't get chaotic. And the problem is the leader usually overrules these side helpers or whatever. Whoever would get this organizer job would have to be somebody who was selfless and would be able to remove themselves and maybe didn't even really want the job, but they know it's for the better good, or they don't get very much out of it. You don't want to pay this organizer very much, and it's not a very great position, but it's not as bad as being at the worst position. Anyways, just an idea.